Now, what we are going to study, we are going to study the behavior of those AC signals which we are going to use in our AC circuits. We have to study their magnitude, their phase with respect to time, with respect to frequency, what is their reaction, and what they are, those signals are telling us about. So basically there are three types of AC circuits which we are going to use in our AC analysis. Number one is sinusoidal, number two is triangular, and number three is square. We mostly use sinusoid, this one, in our AC circuits. So what are sinusoid? Most commonly the sinusoids are sine and cosine. The representation of sinusoid, if we are saying that a signal whose name is a of t with respect to t, it is in the form of a cos omega t plus theta. It is a common form, we mostly heard about it. So what are the things representing in this signal? A of t is the name of our signal. Now the capital A, this one, is representing the magnitude of that signal. Omega t, this one, is representing the frequency, and this theta is representing the phase. Now we are going to discuss all three things separately. First of all, magnitude. The magnitude is, it is telling us what is the value of magnitude, what is the value of signal, what is the height attained by our signal. So in these two signals, the first signal is having the amplitude of magnitude, or amplitude we may say of 1. It may be volt, current, any form which would be given. And the second signal, it is representing 2. It is on 2, on y-axis its value is 2. So this is representing the magnitude of our signal. Now frequency. Frequency is the number of cycles in a specific time, right? So if we are saying that this is our time t, this is time t of a signal, this is also same time t. In first case, we are looking at the signal, and we know that the signal starts from this point over here and it ends at this point, right? So we are going to have only one cycle from this one, this place, to this place, one cycle of sinusoid in this given time t. And on the other hand, in same given time t, we are having two cycles like this in same time. So the one which is having more cycles is at higher frequency level as compared to the one which is having lower cycles. Number of cycles in a unit time has been represented over here. Now third thing, that's very important thing, it is the phase. What is the phase of our waveform of our given sinusoid? If we consider this example, it is having two waveforms, the one which is representing a red line, represented by a red line, and the other which is represented by a black line. They both are starting at different point, and the start of these two waveforms is representing our theta. The difference between the start of these two waveforms is basically the phase of our waveform, right? So the first waveform, that is A of t, is at different phase angle, and the second waveform, which is B of t, is at different phase angle. Now if we know that by changing the starting position of our waveform, we are going to observe a different phase, a different value of phase in both the waveform. Now we have to know that which waveform is at higher phasor value and which is at lower phasor value. So we divide these two terms in the form of leading and lagging. The signal starting earlier is a leading signal. A of t is a leading signal. The signal starting afterwards or late than the previous signal is a lagging signal from that previous signal. It is a comparison. Leading from a different waveform, lagging from a different waveform. Independently, we can't say that this signal is leading or lagging. There must be another signal for comparison to find out which is lagging and which signal is leading, right? We cannot say one single signal is leading or lagging. It must be leading or lagging with respect to another signal. Okay, as we are having two signals, A of t and B of t, so A of t is leading from B of t by theta degrees. Similarly, B of t is lagging from A of t by theta degrees. We can't say about one signal, we have to talk about two signals. Now we are talking about the example of the same two signals, A of t and B of t. If we say that A of t is A cos omega t plus theta and B of t is A cos omega t plus theta minus 90 degrees. What does this minus shows? This minus shows that it is a lagging signal. It is starting after the previous signal. It is starting after A of t, so B of t is lagging from A of t, and here the value of angle is 90 degrees. It means the theta is 90 degrees, that is lagging. B of t is 90 degrees lagging from A of t. Similarly, if we talk about cosine and sine wave, as we know that cosine wave if we consider from at 0 point, this is our 0 point, cosine wave is higher at 0 origin, it is higher at origin, and sine wave is lowest, it is on 0 at origin. So the two angles which we are looking over here, in first case our cosine wave, if it is at higher on 0 at origin, that it must be starting from somewhere else at the back of our number line, that is minus 90 degrees. Similarly, as sine wave is starting at 0, so with comparison to cosine wave, sine wave is leading 90 degrees as compared to cosine wave, and cosine wave is a lagging wave as compared to sine wave. Hope you got the idea, right? Just practice all these type of phasor questions, so that it would be more easy for you to solve the further circuits regarding AC analysis.